Good evening, and welcome to our orchestra parent meeting. My name is Rachel Saldana, and I am the orchestra director at Wild Rose Elementary School. Tonight, you will hear from each of the orchestra directors in the district, learn about our wonderful orchestra program, and how to enroll your child. At the end of tonight's meetings, we will hold breakout sessions where you can meet your child's teacher and ask any school-specific questions that you might have. Before we get started, I'd like to remind everyone to please turn their cameras off and to have their accounts on mute. And while you take care of that, we will introduce our fabulous orchestra team. They'll introduce themselves by name and which school they teach at so that you can start to put a name with the face.
Hi, I'm Stacy Black, and I teach at Wasco and Coron.
Hello, I'm Rita Borkowski, and I'm the orchestra director at Munhall and Fox Ridge School.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jorge Brito. I'm the orchestra director at Norton Creek.
Hello, everyone. Chris Repetit. I teach the beginners at Belgraham Elementary.
Hi, my name is Kirsten Rohrbach, and I teach beginners at Richmond.
Hello, I am Jennifer Vasquez, and I teach at Fearson Creek.
And again, I'm Rachel Saldana from Wild Rose. Throughout the presentation, we encourage you to visit our website, which can be accessed through the QR code on this screen. Enrollment links are located on the website, and to show you through some of the features of the orchestra website, here is Mr. Brito.
Thank you, Mrs. Aldana. Yeah, our webpage is really easy to navigate. Like other web pages, we have tabs on the top of the webpage where you can actually see what we are sharing with you in this webpage. When you open the webpage, obviously it's going to be in the home. And then in the next tab, we have the program details. You can go there and check all the details about the program across the district. You will see some videos. The video that you see over there in the presentation is our recently Fiddle Fest that happens at the end of the month of February. You can go and watch. We have around 600 players playing together, people from the community, plus the students, obviously. In the next tab, we have the enrollment form. So you can go there in case you are ready to enroll your kid. You can go and click on the link. And it will be really easy. It will take you a couple minutes to fill all the details of your kid and the instrument that they're going to play, etc. In the next step, we have the instruments. Just in case you're wondering what are the instruments in the string orchestra, we have the violin, the viola, the cello, and bass. And there's a video of each instrument. They explain a little bit about the instrument, but also you can see and you can hear how every instrument sounds. Your students will have the chance or already have the chance, some of them, to try the instruments so they can decide what instrument they want to play. And the next up, we have some testimonials from parents and from students. The video that you see right there is just some students from across the district, some students not just from elementary, but also for high school that they have recorded a small video for us. And you can read all the reviews from parents during these years that they have 1 or 2 or 3 kids in the program. And the next step, we have meet the teachers. You can see a picture of every teacher in the elementary level. And also there's information specific for every school. So you can go and click on those links in case you need more information specific from your school. In the next tab, we have the rental information. We will have today one of our vendors, but also the 2 of the vendors' informations are here, and you can check and compare prices or any other things that you need from the vendors. And the next tab, we have the information about the summer camp. We have a summer camp and the week before the classes start in the district. And there is the information about the camp, the cost. We will talk today a little bit about that. And then the last tab that we have right there is just, oh, sorry, I was missing one. We have a tab about the orchestra spiritware. We will talk a little bit about the spiritware too today in this meeting. And in the next tab, we have information in Spanish. Tenemos información en español por si usted no habla inglés o necesita o no entiende todo en la página en inglés. Puede dar clic en la página de español y toda la información que usted ve en inglés está traducida al español. In the next tab, we have every school that specific information, so you can go out there and check. There's a lot of information. We will post the videos of these sessions right there too. So you are always welcome to go and visit the webpage. And if you have a specific question for your teacher, you can always reach to your teacher or your orchestra teacher at your school. And now we're gonna go with Mrs. Brokowski, which is the director of Monhal, and she's gonna tell us a little bit more about the program, the orchestra program.
Thank you, Mr. Rito. The orchestra program consists of both weekly small group lessons and larger rehearsals that meet before school. Lessons will be held once a week at school during the day and will be for 40 minutes in length. The group lesson will occur the same day each week. However, the lesson time will rotate each week so that students will not miss the same subject in their classroom. So, for example, a student may be scheduled for a lesson on Mondays. The first week it could be at 9:20 a.m. and then the following week it'll be at 10 a.m. and so on. Classroom teachers will also have a lesson schedule posted in the classroom and will assist students at first with getting to lessons on time. And now, Ms. Rohrbach, orchestra teacher at Richmond and Davis, will now discuss before school rehearsals.
Thank you, Mrs. Borkowski. In addition to small group lessons, students will also participate in a larger ensemble that meets once a week before school. Early morning rehearsals will begin the week of September 22nd, and you will be notified of your student's day over the summer. For all students, rehearsals will be at your own school from 8 to 8:55 a.m. Parents will drop off students at school at 8 a.m. Morning rehearsals are an important and required part of the program. Students learn ensemble skills and the ability to work together with others as a team. Playing music together uses different skills than playing alone and can be very, very motivating for students. Your musician will bring their orchestra instrument and music to school on their lesson and rehearsal days and will bring it home after school so they can practice. Parents of bass players. The instruments are often bigger than your student. Bass players will not bring their instruments to school every week. We have school-owned basses that students can use for lessons and rehearsals. The bass that you rent will stay at home for practicing purposes, only being brought in to use at concerts and to get tuned. We will go into more detail about that when we discuss renting an instrument. Orchestra enrollment is a full school year commitment, and it takes a good year to establish routines and basic playing skills. Right now, your child is so excited that they will be practicing every second. Ups and downs are a completely normal part of the process, but also why orchestra is a full school year commitment. You'll be amazed how students who might be frustrated for a week or two are so excited after their first concert. Your encouragement and support with a consistent practice routine are essential to their success. Even if you have no musical knowledge, your presence and encouragement will give them the confidence to do well. Now, here is Mr. Christopher Pettit, orchestra teacher at Bell Graham, to talk about home practicing.
Thank you, Ms. Rohrbach. We recommend that beginning students play their instrument at home only about 5 minutes, 4 to 5 days each week. This is for several reasons. Students will get tired, especially when they are new to the instrument. Songs are relatively short when we start out. We emphasize quality over quantity to encourage practicing as part of their daily routine. And as the school year progresses, our musicians' stamina will increase, which will allow for practice sessions to expand to about 10 minutes a day. Most important is creating an encouraging environment where our emerging musicians feel successful as they work toward longer playing goals. Parents, this is where you come in. You can help by asking questions like, Hey, I loved when you played such and such. Could you play it again? And could we have a little show tonight with all your great music? This is extremely motivating to young musicians. They might start playing with the intent of doing just 5 minutes and end up doing 15 minutes. To tell you more about what our students will learn is Fearson Creek Orchestra teacher, Mrs. Jennifer Vasquez.
Thank you, Mr. Pettit. The first year of orchestra is all about building strong foundational skills. Students learn how to properly hold the instrument and how to create a good sound. We will start by plucking the strings, or what is called pizzicato, and then move on to the bow arco. We learn to use our left-hand fingers to press the strings down and change notes. You will recognize famous songs like Hot Cross Buns and Jingle Bells. We learn to read basic notes and rhythms the first year. Beginning students learn to play and read as independent musicians, and we hope that they share those songs with you at home. Students also work together to listen and play as an ensemble. The first year is full of exciting growth as students build many new skills while learning to put it all together. To tell you more about what supplies you'll need, here is Norton Creek Orchestra teacher, Mr. Jorge Brito.
Thank you, Mrs. Vasquez. To get your child started, you will need an instrument, an Essential Elements Book 1, and a folding music stand for practice. Depending on your rental company, this may be included in your rental cost. In addition, each orchestra member will need to purchase a hardcover 1-inch binder. We ask for the hardcover binder because the soft ones bend and don't stay on the music stand very well. Binders with a plastic sleeve on the front are especially nice for students to slide their lesson schedule in the front. Now, to talk about renting an instrument is Coron and Wasco orchestra teacher, Mrs. Block.
Thank you, Mr. Brito. Renting an instrument can be done online through one of the D303 preferred vendors. Links and QR codes are available in this presentation and are always accessible in the D303 Orchestra website. The instrument, book, and folding music stand will come through your rental company. The binder can be purchased from a store. If you're like me, there might be a few in your basement. When you rent from either Quinlan and Fabish or Austin's Violin Shop, instruments and supplies will be delivered to school in time for your first lesson. Please do not have your instrument delivered to your home. Each director adds a couple small markings to aid the students in their first few lessons. Instruments will be sent home with students after their first lesson in August. We recommend that you secure your instrument rental as soon as possible. Both D303 preferred vendors have introductory periods, so you'll pay one amount when you secure your rental instrument, and then your smaller recurring payment will begin in either December or January, depending on your rental company. When you contact Austin's Violin Shop or Quinlan and Fabish, they will ask for the size instrument you need. Quinlan and Fabish already has quarter size for violins, violas, and cellos pre-selected for you. If your teacher told your musician they need a different size, we will take care of that for you. When your child needs a larger size during the school year, your teacher will work with our preferred vendors to make the switch easily for you right at school. This information is included on the D303 website, along with links to both Quinlan and Fabish and Austin's Violin Shop. It may be tempting to search online and purchase an instrument for $69.95. However, there are several reasons not to do this. String instruments, unlike band instruments, come in smaller sizes and are changed out as your child grows. Most students move up a size within the first 6 months of playing. An instrument that is too big or too small is difficult to play and could cause muscle pain, which will be very frustrating. You'll see photos of Mrs. Saldana's daughter when she was an incoming third grader. The properly sized instrument allows her to maintain proper posture, place her fingers correctly, and with enough weight for a good sound. The instruments on the right side of the slide are far too big, creating stress on her body. We do not recommend purchasing any instrument, and we really do not recommend purchasing one from the same place you'd buy laundry detergent or any other online store. Yes, they may be cheap, and yes, you own the instrument, but the instruments are cheap and you own the instrument. They tend to sound cheap as well. The instruments are not made of the same types of strong wood that quality instruments use. Not only do these instruments not sound very good, but music stores often will not work on these inferior instruments. So when an 8-year-old inevitably drops their instrument, it may be damaged beyond repair. And that damage is your responsibility and can be costly. Even regular maintenance, like replacing strings, can negate your initial savings. The other major drawback is that the instruments do not come set up. Many need their bridges set and strings put on. Most reputable music stores refuse to work on such instruments because they cannot be repaired correctly. We want all of our new musicians to be successful and for this to be a non-stressful task for parents. Having an instrument that is correctly set up and easy to play helps your musician, which is why we recommend renting with one of our preferred vendors. To explain our district's preferred vendor process is our instrumental music coordinator and Wild Rose's orchestra director, Mrs. Saldana.
Thank you, Mrs. Block. Every 5 years, D303 goes through a rigorous vetting process where companies who are interested in being considered as a preferred vendor for St. Charles make presentations to a committee of music teachers and administrators. With input from parents and community members, companies are assessed as we look for excellence in quality instruments, competitive prices, excellent customer service, and transparency in rent-to-own procedures. As you can imagine, many companies are interested in being considered a preferred vendor for our school district. Two companies, Austin's Violin Shop and Quinlan and Fabish, have been our partners for several years and continue to be the D303 preferred vendors for orchestra instruments. The slide on your screen provides a side-by-side comparison of our two preferred rental companies. Now, as a parent, you have the choice to rent an instrument with anyone you choose. However, we highly recommend both Austin's Violin Shop and Quinlan and Fabish. They make weekly calls to each of our schools and bring instruments back and forth for you. Choose autopay and your rental contract, and everything will happen by magic. We are super fortunate this evening to have both Melissa and Lori from Austin's Violin Shop here to talk about their rental progress. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you. I'm Melissa. I'm Lori. And we are, of course, on staff at Austin's Violin Shop. And between us, we have several decades of experience here at the shop. The shop has been in business for 44 years. And we've had a really long and wonderful relationship with your district and with the individual teachers in your district. And we hope to begin one with you actually tonight. The most important indicator of your child's success with music is the teacher. There's just no comparison to the effect that a good teacher has on a child. So you're very fortunate that you live in a district that is staffed with really exceptionally qualified and experienced teachers. So lucky for you. That's terrific. The second most important thing that you need is decent equipment. And that's where we can, give you a hand with that. We certainly hope to do that. We are a true violin shop. And what that means is we are strictly orchestra strings. We don't do band or guitar, percussion, just the 4 orchestra strings, violin, viola, cello, and bass. So we can meet any player really anywhere on their musical journey that they are, from the beginner that you're working with right now going into 3rd grade, all the way through a professional level. This gives us really the expertise for that whole journey and all the steps in between. So we just really hope to answer any questions that you have in the breakout room afterwards, but Lori has a few things to add.
I wanted to mention our wonderful luthiers on staff that are all graduates of the Chicago School of Violin Making. They're extremely experienced, educated, and talented, and they do all of our instrument setups here at our shop. We also have other opportunities to support your musician along their journey. So Obviously, we're here to help your beginners get started. Over the summers, we offer a summer music practice program for at-home practice. It has some fun games to help encourage them while they're off of school. And we have upgraded rentals available. So as your player improves, if you're not ready to make a purchase, but you'd like to get them on some higher quality equipment, we have 4 total levels of rental equipment available, as well as saleable instruments all the way up to the professional level if your child really finds that this is their thing.
So it's a wonderful gift to give music to a child. It can be a life-changing gift. And we really are very fortunate to work in this field and with these wonderful people to promote music in the world. So thank you.
And included in our Austin's information, we have a little video of how to navigate renting from Austin's. Mr. Pettit?
Welcome, families. I'm Taylor Austin, and I'm thrilled to introduce you to Austin's Violin Shop today. For nearly 50 years right here in our community, my mother's vision has blossomed into a place where, like the first note of a beautiful melody, a lifelong love of music begins. Today, we'll explore how we can help your child discover that joy. For us, it started with a dream. Austin's Violin Shop isn't just a business, it's a legacy built on passion and a deep community root here in Sugar Grove. Founded in 1981 by my mother, Patricia Austin, and her late husband, their shared vision and dedication laid the foundation for what we are today. Her resilience and the spirit they built together continues to inspire us as we dedicate ourselves exclusively to the world of string instruments, violin, viola, cello, and bass, nurturing young talent across the Chicago area, one note at a time. Now let's take a look at what your child will receive when they begin their own musical journey. Imagine your child with a beautiful, high-quality instrument, meticulously prepared by our own skilled luthiers, the foundation for a truly rewarding experience. Our comprehensive rental package includes everything they need: the instrument and bow, a protective, easy-to-carry case, weekly school deliveries for your convenience, and even a free copy of their method book and a free collapsible music stand to spark their musical adventure from day one. Plus, to ensure comfort and proper technique, we provide a shoulder rest for violin and viola players and a rock stop for cello and bass players. We make it as easy as possible for families with delivery straight to your child's school. Getting your child started should be seamless. We take the hassle out of it by delivering all rental instruments and supplies directly to their school, ready for their first day of class. Those joining Orchestra Camp enjoy a free month of rental in August, and their instruments will be delivered right to the camp location. And rest assured, we work closely with the school faculty to ensure every student has exactly what they need every step of the way. But it's not just about convenience, it's about quality and care. At Austin's, we provide quality instruments expertly adjusted by our own luthiers, ensuring a great start to their musical journey. You're not just a number here, we offer personalized service, treating you like part of our own musical family. We also want to help you invest in their future with our rental equity program, building towards instrument ownership. And when they're ready to take the next step, we can help you find the perfect instrument from our wide selection available. So what sets us apart from other rental programs? Let's take a closer look. In a world of big corporations, Austin's Violin Shop manages to offer a clear advantage. We provide superior quality instruments, ensuring the best sound for your child's musical journey. We include a free method book to support their learning and a free collapsible music stand for convenient practice at home. Our instruments benefit from expert luthier adjustments, guaranteeing optimal playability. Violin and viola players receive a comfortable shoulder rest instead of a sponge. And unlike impersonal big businesses, we offer personalized service backed by our expertise as your local specialized partners, honed for over 40 years. And getting started is easy and only takes 5 minutes. Just visit austins.violinshop.com and click the Rent drop-down tab and click Start Rental. You'll go on to select your child's instrument and appropriate size, choose their start date, and complete our straightforward online rental form, as well as make your first payment. Their musical journey is just a few clicks away. We warmly invite you to become a part of the Austin's Violin Shop family, where beautiful music truly begins. Let us guide your child from their first bow stroke to the rich, full sound of true mastery. If you have any questions, we're here to help. Feel free to call us at 630-466-7562 or email us at info@austinsviolinshop.com. And when you're ready to get started, visit austinsviolinshop.com to enroll. Thank you so much, and we are so excited to help you embark on this musical adventure.
All right. Thank you so much, Lori and Melissa. So you may be wondering, after you rent an instrument, what are the next steps and when does orchestra officially begin? Orchestra officially starts during the August beginning orchestra camp held August 4th through the 8th. During camp, your child will receive their instrument as long as you run through Quinlan and Fabish or Austin's Violin Shop. They'll meet their orchestra teacher and learn the very important beginning fundamentals of their instrument. Each class is 45 minutes long and camp tuition is $75. The best way to set up your new musicians for success is to have them attend the beginning orchestra summer camp. We understand that some families travel the final week before school starts. If you can't attend summer camp, no worries. Your musician will still be able to start orchestra when school begins in the fall. However, it is extremely beneficial for your musician to enroll in our orchestra summer beginner class because even if they can't attend all of the camp lessons, it's still beneficial for them to come to some of them that they can. Unfortunately, summer camp tuition cannot be prorated for missed camp days. There are several class options available for summer camp. To tell you more about these options is Mrs. Borkowski.
Thank you, Ms. Rohrbach. Summer camp class times and location will depend on which elementary school your child attends. Sign up for camp is through Pushpoint. There are direct enrollment links for each class on the August beginner camp flyers for each school. This year's camp dates will run from August 4th through the 8th. Your child's orchestra teacher will also send out an email soon with all this information, links included. The August camp links are also on this website. This slide is an example of a camp class schedule from last year. Your teacher will be sharing the summer camp class schedules for your own child's school. Some of our elementary orchestra staff do work together, so please make sure you check the location of your child's camp, as it may not be at their home school. When you do sign up for camp, please make sure your selection is for your child's school. The link for your choice of class and time will take you directly to the right place in Pushcoin. Choose a session that is right for you and for your child's instrument and check the class time to make sure that it fits your schedule. And now Mrs. Jennifer Vasquez will talk about orchestra spiritwear.
Thank you, Mrs. Borkowski. Many of our students love to show their eagerness for orchestra by wearing orchestra spirit wear. They wear them on lesson days, rehearsals, and casual performances. Spirit wear features a picture of your instrument on the back. Purchasing information for orchestra spirit wear is currently available during the enrollment process. When you enroll your child for orchestra, you'll find a link to the spirit wear website towards the end of the enrollment form. Items that are offered include short and long sleeve t-shirts, hoodie sweatshirts, and string bags. These bags are very useful to carry all the necessary materials for lessons and rehearsals, especially for cello and bass students. And now Mrs. Stacy Block, Orchestra Director at Coran and Wasco, will review our program reminders.
Thank you, Mrs. Vasquez. The most important thing to do is make sure that you register your child for orchestra. A link to the enrollment form should have been sent home by your child's teacher via email, and QR codes are available on this slide. You'll want to make sure that you rent a quarter size instrument for violin, viola, and cello, and an eighth size for bass. You will also want to make sure that you purchase a book and stand. A couple things for the future. When you register for orchestra in the 2025-2026 school year, there will be a $40 orchestra participation fee as a push coin charge after the school year begins. That participation fee is different from signing up for the summer camp in August 4 through 8. Mark your calendars. Before school rehearsals will begin the week of September 22nd. And to let us know our next steps is Mrs. Saldana from Wild Rose.
All right, thank you so much. For those of you who have been here tonight, we have shared quite a bit of information. Everything we have talked about is on our orchestra website and will be coming home via email, several emails that you'll see. We hope we have given you a good overview of our elementary orchestra program. And for those of you watching a recording of our presentation, we thank you for your time. If you have any questions, please do reach out via email to your school's orchestra director.